Welcome to 2025. As said, we are back. And yes, I was sick and still a little bit am. Christmas is the time for giving and receiving. And sure enough, like many years I go up there to visit the old homestead, I came back with a virus. Thankfully, this time it isn't COVID. It's kind of sad when they're sitting there going, well, we're not sure what it is. Because I had to go to urgent care. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on antibiotics as well. They gave me a Z pack and sent me home. And but my throat's still a bit scratchy. I still got a little bit of a cough and nasal congestion, which is going to get worse because I work in this place. I'll end up going back to the doctor again just to get rid of this. And I'm dying laughing because I already know how many people aren't going to be here the next 2 days because magical paperwork says they can't work so many days in a month and blah, blah, blah. So it'll magically be these 2 days so they get the full week off while the rest of us goes into work. But that's 2025. RTD already saying that, the war between the land and the sea, that's a ways off yet. No shit, dingbat. Ugh. I hate to be mean, but I'm grumpy. I'm sick and I'm grumpy. And I have to go do probably 9 hours of this crap. The good news is, yeah, like I said, I'm on a Z pack for it. Also, RTE, come on, they just finished filming. Of course, they're not going to have War Between the Land and the Sea ready to roll out for quite a while yet. Got to run it through post, special effects, and all that stuff yet. And of course, we still haven't gotten an air date yet. I believe on the new, Doctor Who itself, but I suspect that'll be coming shortly within the new year. I have an eerie feeling they're going to try to get this sucker out as soon as possible so they can get the register decision from Disney. Yeah, Disney, who pissed away millions of dollars letting these Star Wars projects go ridiculously over budget. And no, I'm not talking about how good or bad they were, because frankly, I didn't watch The Asshole Light, and I haven't watched Skeleton Crew either. It just seems to me like they're pumping out more and more stuff just to try to get back that $5 billion, especially since their great, everlasting movie sequel trilogy was a disaster. And I said, I know there's a lot of people who love them. Folks, one of the most amazing things I did love about the Star Wars sequel trilogy, it made the prequels bearable. People think the prequels are now the most amazing Star Wars films ever. I'm like, and don't get me wrong, there were bits of the prequels that were, but to me it was just, okay, let's get to that last half hour of Revenge of the Sith already that I genuinely give a shit about. But Doctor Who news, yeah, like I said, we're not going to have much of anything until we get an air date on the next series. We're seeing, of course, pictures popping up left and right of Verada Sethu with Shudigatwa and so hopefully that means they're trying to get this to sooner rather than later. And of course, the usual suspects are sitting there screaming, diversity! Diversity! All right, just a survey here, and I know it's not Doctor Who related. Has anybody seen any of those interviews with sorry, I'm a bit raspy. There we go. Happy phlegm year. With Ariana Grande and that lady from Wicked. Just a quick question here. How many of you thought you were watching, like, when you saw these interviews originally, thought this has to be from Saturday Night Live? I'm not kidding. It was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. I'm like, I have not watched Wicked. I have no interest in it. I just thought the interviews were hilarious because they were popping up everywhere on YouTube. And I'm like, are these two for real? I was like, I thought I was watching something from Men in Black. I'm like, I know. That's what I thought. I thought it was a comedy routine because they were being so melodramatic. I'm like, literally, I got this look on my face like a chimpanzee contemplating a Rubik's Cube. I'm like, what the farquad's going on here? These two should do a comedy tour. I'm like, I thought I was like, wait a minute, are these ambassadors from another planet? Or, all right, okay, that's what it's supposed to be. You see, that's what's getting me mad. There's some prequels I like, but it's getting to be too much of a fallback point. Now we got all these Dexter prequels that are out, and they're working on another one for the Trinity Killer. I'm like, now they are doing Dexter Resurrection. I'm still loving how that cold blood thing. I'm like, so let me get this straight. You're going to take this guy to prison on the sole fact that you're claiming that because he got a thing of Special K or ketamine, that he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. Let's see how that plays out in court, because they're going to go full disgruntled former girlfriend on you. Everything you've collected will be tossed out of court so fast you'll think the Flash did it. Not to mention, I thought all those bodies were wiped out because the cooling unit went out. But that's just me. Oh yeah, I see mysterious car-sized drones all the time. We call them Cybertrucks. A bunch of people own them out here. I'm shocked at how many people out here in the rural areas own Cybertrucks. I know it's kind of sad, that Jurassic Park, I'm shocked no one's come up with a graphic yet of a T-Rex with them, a set of cow udders. Because they've been milking that teat now for so many years, it's not even funny. Yeah, I'm shocked by the number of Cybertrucks I've seen out here in the middle of nowhere. Because I'm like, I hope it don't explode. But that's just me, I'm a little paranoid about things like that. Every time one of them things go by, I keep thinking danger, Will Robinson. I don't know why, but I don't see how it has anything to do with Lost in Space. So yeah, Doctor Who this year. We're still waiting on an air date. War Between the Land and the Sea is going to be in post for probably most of this year. Post and special effects. I have an eerie feeling they're going to try to hold it back and sneak it out as a holdover for the gap we're going to probably get before we get Series 3. And like I said, I have no doubts in my mind there's going to be a Series 3 with Shidigawa. Because the overnight ratings on the Christmas special, like I said, you've got the usual droners, you know. You got, Dr. Dumaster and a bunch of them other ones talking about how 4.1 million and being in the top 10 on the overnights for Christmas Day is a bad thing. They beat Strictly for the overnight. Now, when we get the +7s in, that'll be the proof of the pudding on that. Whether they stay ahead. But still, 4.1 million on an overnight on a show that streams worldwide is not bad at all. Because the lowest rank of the modern era, I think it was one of the things, but the one I remember is Capaldi's episode, Eaters of Light, but even that bounced back up on the later, ratings with +7s and such. So, yeah, it was. I'm trying to remember which one. Eaters of Light stuck in my head because it did eventually bounce back with +7s and stuff. But come on, 4.1 million is a disaster? That's what I'm trying to establish. It's like, yeah, that's another thing. You had all the Christmas specials airing that day. Wallace and Gromit. You had the series finale of, like you said, Gavin and Stacey. So, so I don't know why they're going crazy. Well, I got to get running inside, folks. I just looked at the time, and I got to keep remembering this clock on the dash is about 5 minutes behind. So, take care, everybody. Welcome to 2025. And hopefully we'll see you all again, because we will be back here again tomorrow. So take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.